Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we're basically gonna fly this beautiful KLM A330, newly remodeled, new sounds, all that great stuff, and we're gonna fly it to St. Martin, and maybe we'll fly it to Punta Cana. So I have this airplane currently in the turnaround state just to make things a little faster. By the way, you may notice a new widget on the screen. It just helps me. It should just, yeah, I like it. Yeah, but we don't not have the APU started. We can start that. We can close all our doors. We have everything loaded. We can operate the stairs and get master and start. Yep. W overlay, by the way. Thank you. Thank Aviosim. This is a preset that they have. I didn't make it. Don't worry. Beautiful sounds. Again, new sounds, new flight model, new physics. I tested this plane 30 minutes before this, and it was absolutely amazing. It was literally much better, handled a lot better. So I think it's going to be very fun. Alright, we're currently in Ttpp airport. If any of y'all would like to fly along, y'all can. CTAF is 108.1. But since there's no one coming here, we can just use Unicom for now. We can get our flight plan in the box. So let's go flight plan Ttpp. Yeah. We have 10 and no SIDS. Then into Tncm. We can just expect the RNAV runway 10 as usual. Approach via. Alright. Now let me see real quick. Alright, I'm gonna look at my charts real quick. Getting them pulled up. Alright. We can expect Umana, and we can enter that in. And then we have runway 10 departure, so heading, we can expect heading 110 after takeoff, or 100 correction. Alright. Let's go. Where do we go? Fuel production. Alright. Reserve W fills itself in. Performance. Let's get this tablet back on. And the takeoff. Conditions sync. And calculate. Alright, V1 today, 127, V rotate, 144, V2, 145, that's sent to the FMGS, I believe, and we can confirm the data here. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and get the APU bleed on, disconnect our external ground power. And let's get GPU off, and we are currently ready for spec. Let's also get the METAR, which is 1013, and flight restrictions with flight director. Perfect. We also only have one passenger today because this is currently a repositioning flight. It was supposed to go in St. Martin yesterday from Amsterdam, but unfortunately it got diverted to Trinidad and Tobago, which is why we're here. So it should be fun flying in and out of St. Martin today. I do have it set to morning. Got you on my TV? Oh my, okay. Well, I'm glad it looks awesome. Didn't even know you could put streams on the TV. But actually, I think I used to a long time ago. By the way, we can mode Charlie our squawk, so Terra, auto, idents. We all love identing. Or maybe push them back tail left. Alright, only seen parking brakes. Do we have the good tug? Yes, we do. Alright. Parking brakes are released, and you know what, I'm just gonna let you enjoy the sounds. Alright, seems like we've learned why you download a GSX profile for what airports you fly in. We can go ahead and get beacon and taxi. Seatbelt signs are on. Engines on, generators should be on. And let's go ahead. APU bleed off, master off, shutting down. Tow truck disconnected. Here, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Alright, let's get engine start mode to normal. Let's get our flaps to... Where are flaps? Flaps 1 and trim is 4/8. Alright, let's do our flight control checks. Alright, flight control checks. Full left. Full right. Spoilers. Good. And rudder. Alright, flight control check is complete. Back to engine page. I think so. Where's the engine? No, it's APU. Sorry. How do we shut down the APU? How do we shut down the APU? Should be able to shut it down. There you go. Alright, let's get on our spoilers. Auto brake, we'll do that on takeoff. Cabin check, takeoff config. So, let's just start our taxi. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. By the way, the cruising today will be 390. Forgot to mention. And we hit a taxiway light. Right. We'll keep on going though. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's are we gonna use full length today? I think we are. This is a real world route, by the way. Alright, I guess we're not going full length. And I don't want to taxi back. I think we'll just do a static takeoff. Alright, how... Someone explain to me how the cabin isn't ready yet. Do I gotta do that? I gotta do it again? Alright, well, we gotta wait for the cabin to get ready. Because cabin isn't ready for some reason. Oh, there we go. Cabin's ready. So, let's get our flexes in the chat and let's go. Alright, 40% throttle. And flex. Alright, man, flex 72, SRS runner green, climb nav, auto plus blue. 80 knots, neutral. V1. Rotate. Pause over to climb. Gear up. Don't worry, that's just autothrottle doing its thing. That's just autothrottle. Alright, thrust reduction set. And we are now, let's get flaps up. Alright, we need to climb. Come on. Let's go, girl. We're gonna maintain 220 knots just for the, yeah. We'll do 220. Alright, unarmed ground spoilers. Alright, let's get our landing lights off. And that's it. Coming into the clouds here in the Caribbean. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, here we go. Now we're actually climbing. Well, it's 1013. We can just set standard by now. We can also link all that. So, standard. There we go. Alright, now we're going 250. There we go. Let's get our range up to 80. Let's do 320 actually. Alright. You know what? Should be. I'm gonna try to add something. And I'm just gonna hope it works. Alright, I got it. Perfect. There you go, there you go. Man, that's better. Let me turn the volume up. Alright. Oh, we got turbulence. We're gonna keep the seatbelt signs on. Predicted wind shear off. Oh no, there we go. Here, since we're getting low on fuel, hope they don't mind if we just, do that. Oh, there we go. Why are we going toga in there? Like, come on. We don't need to go toga in there. Togair. Hope everybody's doing well this evening, this night, this morning. Don't really care. Or I do care, just doesn't matter. Hope everybody's doing well. That's a screenshot right there, if I've ever seen one. Beautiful. Wait, hold on, wait a second. If I remember, this is. Hold on, wait. Did I actually? Wait, did that do something? Okay. So if I deployed the flap, which is right here, would it roll? No, it doesn't roll. Come on. I'm turning the seatbelt sign off. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a new main now. We freely roam. But when you're seated, please keep your seatbelt sign on for unexpected turbulence. Thank you. Oh, this is disarmed. That's not good. I need it to be armed. Alright, listen, I have a weird request from one of y'all. Alright? I want one of y'all to unsubscribe, but then resubscribe. Just to test it. Or one of y'all to subscribe to. I just need to test something. Yeah. We have a slight contrail. Interesting. Alright, we're just cruising here along the Caribbean coast. Or not coast, yeah, we're just along the Caribbean currently. Alright, got the cinematics out of the way. We're not that far, actually. We are... I said 200 miles from... 200 miles about from top of the sun. We can start planning for it. So let's go... Perf. Approach. Actually, no. We're not planning for it yet. No way. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. I'm back. No need to panic. Alright, so top of descent is in 116 nautical miles. We'll plan when we're 20 away. It won't take long. But I will get out my charts. Alright, so we are going to plan the RNAV runway 10 into St. Martin. Alright, I'm gonna ask Claude something. And here I'm just. Yes, I am, to answer your question. Alright, so I have some history of St. Martin. St. Martin is a small Caribbean island with an unusual history. Alright, so did you know that before Europeans arrived to the island, it was inhabited by the Arawak and later the Kalinago, the Caribbean peoples. The Arawak, name for the island, was often called Sualiga, meaning land of salt, a reference to the island's salt pans, which later became economically important. Alright, Christopher Columbus sighted the island on November 11th, 1493, the feast day of St. Martin of Tours, which is how it got its name. Spain claimed it, but showed little interest in settling it, focused as there were larger, richer territories. Alright, as I was continuing with the history of St. Martin, the Dutch and French split. In the early 1600s, the Dutch established a precinct strong by the salt pans, and the French also had interests in the region. Yep. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, anyways. Despite European rivalries elsewhere, the island changed hands between the two powers, and briefly others like Britain. Alright, today the island remains one of the few places in the world shared peacefully by two different sovereign nations with no border checkpoint between them. And tourism, especially the cruise ships and its famous airport runway near Maho Beach, one we're landing at, is now the economic backbone of both sides. Crazy, huh? Just crazy. Alright, anyways. We are currently, I'm gonna assume that's 140 miles away. Wait, actually, no. Yeah, wait, 120 miles away, actually. So, I guess we can start preparing for this then. I mean, it's not like the weather's gonna change. Alright, in St. Martin. Alright, currently in St. Martin, QNH is 1018. The temperature is 28 degrees. The wind is 100 at 6, which is absolutely cinema. And then minimums are 770. And config full. There we go. Ready to descend. Oh, I love this song. Alright, I think this is. Wait, hold on. Here, I just saw mountains
What is that?
off
That's
our
tree.
left.
Nope.
Why are there mountains there? That's the question. Why are there mountains there? Alright, that's Dominica.
Oh my god.
Not Dominican Republic, just Dominica.
No, it's worse.
Weird. Weird indeed. Alright, I'm just gonna watch this, make sure it doesn't change all of a sudden. Alright.
This is all my fault.
Yeah, it works, it works.
Like, I'm playing so.
You know what, I'm hand flying for a little bit. I want to hand fly. Cause guess what, I'm bored. And hand flying makes things less boring.
Is there a loser's bracket?
Yeah. So yeah. Sure, we're gonna go back up to 39. I'm not touching the yoke, and it's like, that's kind of cool. I'm like not touching it. I think I trimmed it out perfectly, or the autopilot did. So, if I no, I'm gonna do a wing wave. Alright, I'm done now. I'm done. Come on. No. Oh. Airplane, I want you to go up, not down. Up. Up. Up, boy. Hope everybody's doing well.
We're gonna win.
And if you could just like and subscribe, help me out. All right. Stop descent in 80. Nope. 70 miles. I'm sorry, I just want. Oh, no mind. Wait. Oh. I don't really do much. I mean, oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh, it's gonna. Meh. I don't want to press the ditching That's for sure. Anything covered in red, something you, it's probably something for like emergencies. You know, it says to slow down. I don't want to slow down though. So we're gonna speed up so we can get to our top descent quicker. Let's go to the next one. Alright. Oh, I like this one. Alright, top descent and the, I don't know, 30 miles. So, is alright, weather's changed. We got a perf. Still 1018, but it's 110 at 7 now. There you go. Bear should be 770 still. Let's go and set 3,000, or no, 2,600. For some reason, that's the number St. Martin loves, 2,600. Because all their altitude restraints are at 2,600. Which makes no sense. Like, why not just put it at 2,000 or even 2,500? Alright, yeah. Going down to flight level 026. We're gonna plan the RNAV runway 10. We are KLM 2222, by the way. I think I never mentioned that. We are connected to VATSIM. Why are we so slow? Seriously, bro? Come on. Oh, Why are we so slow though? Like, Alright, range to 80. Absolutely beautiful sights to see. KLM A380 in St. Martin. Fortunately, I didn't get to see one when I was there. Saw triples. No. I saw 787 and A350. Wait, no, I didn't see. I saw lots of 757s. I saw lots of A321s. Saw lots of 737s. I saw a few 787s. And I saw 777, I think. One. And I think that's it. So not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, time to notify the cabin. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have now turned the fasten seatbelt sign on, because we have to start our initial descent into St. Martin. Please keep your seatbelt sign fastened, and on behalf of KLM Airlines, thank you for flying with us. Hope to see you again. Or I think it's something like that. Ew. This isn't what a... Oh, that's not realistic. Okay, I should change that. What is realistic is this even like... Actually, no, it's not. It just kind of hides. Okay. Okay. Okay, at least we can go inside the engine. So we have a wheel, another wheel, or no, that's a turbine. Those are turbines, I'm stupid. Alright, we're gonna put terrain on the navigation display. Oh, never mind, that looks ugly. Never mind. Looks very ugly. Ew. We're gonna put weather and terrain on it though. Any weather? Nope. Nice. Smooth sailing to St. Martin. Alright, we have the airport, and airport's 80 miles away. It's not in sight here. Hopefully it's past the cloud layer, because I don't want to go in all those clouds. We're gonna deploy speed brakes. It's just so we can slow down. Yeah, we gotta slow. Speed brake's still out? I know. I would know if it wasn't out. Alright, we're back on schedule. Yeah, we just passed through 20,000. Very close to our destination. Alright, there's the St. Kitts and Nevis Island. Beautiful mountains. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Can't go wrong with St. Kitts. Alright, spoilers coming up. Too fast. Alright, we're 40 miles out. Let's make a traffic call. Julian traffic, KLM 2222. We are currently 40 miles out from runway 110, planning the RNAV runway 10 from Umana. Alright, we're coming through 10,000. Let's get our music off. Alright. 10,000, let's go approach checklist. Alright, don't know what our approach checklist is, so checklist complete. Alright, we got, where's Avaki? Avaki and then Lesser is where we start slowing down. Lesser, we got a 1, okay. I mean, that's gonna be sharp. It's gonna be very sharp. Alright, we're also coming through 10,000, so lane light's just coming on. By the way, this will be our last route of the day. Alright, we're gonna start slowing down. Speed 2, let's do 220. Alright, we can get flaps to the first notch. Alright, we're at 220. That works. What's that? Flight control speed brake still out? Thank you. That's for some minutes actually helped. Alright. Turning on. Don't know what we're turning on. We're gonna go runway turn off. End up drilling on traffic at KLM 222. We're currently on a base from Umana, playing for the RNAV 10. Alright. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. Alright, let's do flaps 2. There you go. Alright, we're going speed 180 knots and flight control speed brakes up. Alright. 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 Alright, flaps are full. I'm gonna do low auto. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna do 132. Alright. We're going armed gear. And FCR coming on. Gear landing rates in the chat. Autopilot disconnect. And auto throttle disconnect. Continue.
Hey, I'm crawling in. Hey, you know we've got PETA and all.
Alright.
Salsa.
Alright, come on. Oh. Flight director's having an off day. Okay, it was good until I followed the flight director. So just don't follow the flight director and I'll be good. And we're down. And reverses. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, I'll do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Martin. The local time is 10:43 p.m. and it is a little hot today, so please close the window shades when we park at the gate. Thank you. Alright, we're doing flaps up. And I do know where we are parking. And Julian traffic, KLM 222, backtracking now, runway 10. I will say this was definitely a good flight, especially in the A380 or A320. Imagine A380 in St. Martin. That'd be ridiculous. It wouldn't even look good. It'd be cool, but it wouldn't look good. The fat guppy. It's like a super guppy, if you know what that is. By the way, we go lane lights off, taxi on, APU bleed. Alright, that's where we're parking today. Alright, engines coming off and request deboarding. Oh shoot. That was not meant to happen. Alright, let's get seatbelt signs off, no smoking off, let's get taxi off and these off. You know what? Here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go straight to the replay because that's the part I'm most excited about. And when thou is excited, thou can do it. Ah, shoot. Okay. Alright, engines. Alright, just gotta close those real quick. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. Alright, let's get one, yeah. Oh, this should be good. Alright, track and lock. So now it's... Alright. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Oh, I gotta get another one. I'm sorry, I just have to. I mean, that's... Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead wish you all a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So bonjour, alright, goodbye, see you.